YouTube, we streamed an NFL game.
For what is a man?
We got Micah Parsons.
And rolling out to his right, Parsons is chasing him.
Yes, sacked!
I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate this all. I hate onside kicks.
What in God's name?
That's how this game is going to end? Are you kidding me?
Towards the end zone, and it's broken up!
Let's make some noise.
And he fumbled! Derrick Henry fumbled! Intercepted by the Broncos! What is going on? What a game on Thursday night! Across the 15-10, Tucker Craft 5 gets in! Watson in double coverage!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a gold play button. After 11 years, 1 million subscribers.
We raised $1 million. Faster than we did last year.
Yeah, we f***ing did. Yeah, we did. It's frickin' time.
Flag. Grossi Posse
Nation, welcome to an episode of Packers, a podcast where you don't know your Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom Claymation Grossi. How we doing? Good to see you. Almost 20 seconds, Rachel. Almost. I know. Look at us. We're a little early. Look at that. Look at that. Calvin with a Benny. Boop for the kitty. Close enough. Football is back, baby. Yeah, we about to go. We about to go into the deep dark off season, where the off season is dark and full of terrors. It is about to get real empty in here, but of course, we shall be doing 30 and 30 once again, and then we still gotta wait another month and a half, and then football will be back. But we're close. It's close enough. It's we're almost there. Hello, yes. So I could finally talk about this. I have not watched the Packers schedule release video. I wanted to be the first time to be on stream and actually do this live. I've known about this for a while, in between the trip of New Zealand and Iceland. So I got reached out to by a member of the Packers in February, and they said, hey, do you want to be in the Packers schedule release video? And I was like, okay. And they said that they were doing it with the animators of Robot Chicken. And as someone who watched an absolute crap ton of Robot Chicken on Adult Swim for years and years, I was like, absolutely. So in between New Zealand and Iceland, I got on a Zoom call and did a whole bunch of voice acting and did some, I have no idea what scenes that I recorded are in there. I was told little to nothing. So I've seen what my puppet looks like, and that's all I got. So it was very, very cool to meet the crew too. The lead animator was one of the biggest Packers fans, so that was really, really cool. So yeah, we're gonna pull this up. I mean, Robot Chicken, man, it's pretty dope. MC, love seeing the video, Tom. Great job by you and everyone involved. Hey, listen, I don't know. I have no idea what it looks like, but I appreciate you. Kevin, Vikings away, first game, let's destroy them. Yes. Now, speaking of schedule, we posted your 2026 30 and 30 city tour days yet. Yes, so the days that I'm going to be in there are posted on YouTube. It's in the video, and then it's also on one of my posts. But the venue times and where the locations are going to be have not been posted yet. So those are, as soon as those are all done. Kevin, Ticket Master? Yeah, that's capitalism. Go let the reigning, defending, undisputed champion of the world, Seattle Seahawks, go back to back. Fairwood Fire, I'll see you week one. Yeah, we'll go through the Packers schedule. We'll look through everybody's schedule. Ashley and Tara, let's go Bengals! Difficult thing to pick between the commies and the kitties, but I've made my alliance. Kitty goes meow. TSC with a 5. Which team do you think gets the worst run of games besides the Packers? I have not looked at any schedules yet, so I saw what's playing on Christmas. I saw Thanksgiving, but we'll go through and look at everybody's schedule and kind of see who got screwed. I know the 49ers travel a ton. Right, y'all? Fireside's Packers video, of course. I think we'd all agree we're just waiting for the Chargers schedule release video. I think we're all waiting to see if there's a certain reference in there, too. I think, yes, the world is waiting, and the world is watching. Goostic Fire Tom, my dad's lung surgery went well, and he's recovered. Goostic, that is excellent to hear. Let's go. I hope the recovery continues to go well. For Million 20, schedules are interesting with Pats and Hawks having a rematch in Seahawks house. Gonna be interesting. Can't wait to meet you in Seattle in June. Yeah, the fact that it's the Super Bowl that's gonna be opening up this season, a little surprising there, but let's go get crazy. Don't fire Titans cooked again. Yeah, I can show the Packers one on screen because I asked for permission, but yeah, I'll watch the other ones after. Dan with Terra, currently enjoying the hell out of Subnautica 2. Excited to see the Chargers schedule release. Just see if they included any variable-oriented. Agreed. Skybird Fire. Steelers won overseas game and 16 AFC North away games. Residual of Tomlin Magic is us 10-7. Saw the actual Steelers schedule. I don't hate it. Hey, not hating. It's pretty good. Pixel, Lions bye week is too soon. Feel like it should have been the week after the Journey game. How are schedules and bye weeks decided? So sometimes they actually get a choice. So the Packers were offered a choice a couple years back when they went overseas, and then they were like, hey, you could have a bye week after this, and they said no, and then that didn't work out well. So bye weeks, I think, are a little bit random, but it also depends on where you're playing games like on a short notice. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, the rumor that the Packers, I think it was like supposed to be like week 11. That's because they're playing like on that Wednesday, because now there's a Thanksgiving Eve game, because of course. David Fire, thank God I celebrate Christmas on the 24th, so the Bears don't ruin it. I'll see you on Christmas. Jason 15, just saw the Brown schedule. We started Jags and Bucks. I'm going to need more booze. That might be tough. Yeah, that might be a little bit tough. Dolby, with Derek Tom, what's your too early hot take prediction for next season? Mine's the Saints get playoffs and Vikings win less than 5. Love the work. Can't wait for 30 and 30. Less than 5. That's a lot. I would say the Raiders would be like, I think they win at least 7 to 8 games. Yeah, 7 to 8 games. Potential wild card ceiling if their defense is really good. Kevin 990. I feel sorry for French people for Pittsburgh and New Orleans. You know, Tower to Fire. Patriots schedule's brutal. Let's hope we can win week 1. I mean, that's going to set the tone. That's going to set the tone real early. Rachel with Tanner. Burrow finally got his wish. Ravens-Bengals primetime game in Cincy on New Year's Eve. Hope the Ravens can do to them what they did to us on Thanksgiving. That should be also the fact that the NFL is taking away all of our holidays. It's all football now. Can't wait for Alex. So can't wait for the Raiders to make the Super Bowl this season. It's going to happen. Please. Please. Drew, Panthers probably have one of the hardest schedules. You watched the Chargers video? I did not. I'll see you in Charlotte. No, I haven't seen any videos, including the one that I'm in. So I have not. Gods of Fire. My Chargers went from off-season champs to schedule release champs. We're number 1. Number 1, baby. Number 1. Nathaniel, Jet schedule. Let's go. I'll see you in Charlotte. Ooh, Charlotte's going to get crazy. Whitney with it too. You should watch the Panthers schedule video. Yeah, I always usually watch them off screen. I do want to watch the Packers one. That one I can watch on screen. JD with a Fire. Goodell wants us to suffer that Cowboys-Giants week 1 game. It's just so often, man. It's just so freaking often. Titans with terror. Will my Titans ever get a primetime game? When Cam Ward takes over the league. Trust. Alan, 65 months. Chiseled almost out of mill. Well played, Chargers. Well played. A good job on the Vrabel references. Oh, so they did have some in there? All right. Also to Fire. Lions dodging us on Thanksgiving. Can't give them the annual can of whoop ass with the turkey. Hot take. Patriots finish 3rd. Ooh, 3rd. Ooh. Vermilion Fire, where did I find your venue time and location? I've not put it out yet, Vermilion. It's likely going to be where it was supposed to be 3 years ago, right across from the stadium, but we're still confirming some things. So as soon as I know, it will be out. The very latest, it'll be out the week that I leave. So don't worry, it will be posted everywhere. Nick with Fire, me and my pops already have scheduled our yearly fall trip. Week 7, Chiefs Seahawks. Ooh, never been to a game. My home's might be back then. Should be back by then, and that should be actually a really, really fun game too. Chiefs and Seahawks. 2 girlies with a Fire. Rams in Vegas, week 7. Finally a game Rams play in Vegas. Been driving to Arizona the last 2 seasons. Let's go! Echo, Rams, Seahawks, 16 and 18. Yeah, I know. They got kind of like the Bears and Packers because they played pretty late too. So, yeah, super duper late. Comment Fire. Making the Pats see the unveiling is like making the Ravens see the unveiling at the KC after the 2023 championship. Just a dick punch to start the season off. Hey, gotta get started somewhere. HV, happy birthday! Part of the 44. Come at me. I'm a man. I'm 44. HV, I hope you have a wonderful birthday. I hope it's fantastic. JD with Fire. Secured my tickets to see my Jags in person for the first time. Excited to see how the season plays out. Hey. Glitter Kitty go meow. Bacon Ravens 1 minute and Orioles play 1 o'clock and Orioles 7 play game on same day. Reagan Packers Lions to end the year. Lakers KNC in California, Tom. Oh, it's gonna be great. Doctor, we put in a bid on my first house. Oh, let's go, Doctor. Let's go. Yes, and best of luck to the Sabres, and best of luck to you. I know that process. It is a time. Veda saying, week 6 bye for us Blue Kitties. Welcome. It's not fun at all. RBO, appreciate you. Tech with Tourist Seahawks, right it back. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I have not watched this at all. So let's see what we got here. Alan Fire saw Packers are going to get the better teams in the second half of the season because they want Micah in prime time versus good teams. I'll take it. I'll take it. Leviathan Trevor cut his hair for the schedule vid. That's how you know he's serious. Hot damn. Okay. All right. All right. So let's pull this bad boy up. Again, I have not seen this at all. So I'm going to make myself... Hold on, can you hear me? Blah, 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 blah. You can. We'll be small. Michael with a 10. I'm a Cowboys fan. Feel like Sunday Night Football week 1 should be someone else. Tired of seeing when we play the Giants week 1. Trust me. You and me both. I've talked to Giants fans and we don't even want to see it. The Packer Fan Club pub crawl in Naples, Florida, the 23rd. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's watch this thing. Let's do it. All right. I have not watched this yet. I wanted to watch it for the first time with you all. The animators of Robot Chicken. I did some voice work. Let's see how this came out.
Welcome to Kicking Cards Arcade.
You only have enough tickets for those cheese curd rings or that foam cheese sword.
You're like 1,000 tickets short, Tuck.
Not if we pool all of our tickets together, Josh. It glows. Tickets. Gonna get my dagger.
Scooter.
What's that?
Let's go see.
It says hot piss on there.
You've got to be kidding me.
We're trapped. That's right. And if you want to make it out in time for the 2026 season, you'll have to beat the Game Master at his own game.
That's hard, bro.
Let's go.
Here I am, just chilling in the back.
Guys, I'll be right there. Can't you count faster?
You're one mother-loving ticket short.
One ticket?
Hey, Tucker,
Leroy Butler?
I think you dropped this, Tuck.
Aha!
You're one mother-loving ticket short. I'm sorry, Tucker Craft. This is the greatest piece on my resume that I could ever ask for.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We do this.
Yeah, we do. Go, Pack, go!
Your childhood homes burned to the ground.
Gotta wake up with your piss hot.
Lamborghini.
There's no escape.
Tuck's down there somewhere. Got it.
Yes! So, again, I haven't seen this. So, all I heard was, I die. And I was like, perfect, I'm in. So they're like, you have to make a sound like you die. I was all in. Tom Grossi has died again.
My turn. Step on. And there's your dagger.
Let's go. This is unnecessary roughness.
That's hard, bro.
Packy Packer? The short-lived 1980s team mascot?
Wow, that's a throwback. It's Clay Matthews.
Clay Matthews?
What is the Claymaker doing here?
I wanted to battle test you to get you ready for the season, but I just got off the phone with the president. He asked me to pass a message along. It is time.
It is time. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
LFG!
There
I
we
get
go.
to keep the costume, right?
That's fantastic. Okay, so we could actually look at the schedule now. That's that 20 out of 10. 20 out of 10. The fact that I even got to be in this is kind of incredible. All right, week 1, starting on the road. 2 games in a row on the road at Minnesota, at the Jets. Okay, that's not too bad. Then at Atlanta, we'll see, because I think Penix is supposed to be back. At Tampa is going to be a tough game, week 4. Week 5, week 5, we got Chicago at home, Dallas at home, then at Detroit. All right, so that's a little bit of a tough stretch. That's a 4-game stretch. That's going to be tough. Carolina will be interesting. We lost them last time. Then at New England, week 9. Week 10 taking on the Vikings. I love that Week 11 bye. So it's going to be a little bit of a shorter bye week, though, because we are going to get the Rams on Thanksgiving Eve on Wednesday. Then we're at New Orleans, then Buffalo. That's going to be a tough game. Then Miami, then at Chicago, Houston, and Detroit. All right, I mean, that's a tough, because the Week 16 game, that is going to be on Christmas, that they're going to be taking on the Bears. Damn, Houston, Detroit, that's a tough 3-game stretch at the very end. But the nice thing is that we get to finish at home. What is that, 4 out of the last 5 games? So that's pretty damn solid, I would say. So we'll actually take a look at this when like the full schedule release comes out. It probably is out at this point, and we'll take a gander at it. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And it was cheese curds that killed me, which honestly tracks so hard. It tracks so hard. So, I mean, it touches me and then I just burst into flames. So I feel like at least we're being, we're sticking to the lore, Humphrey to fire. I'm a Vikings fan to follow their teams. A first-round pick. I've literally heard nothing about Cam Ward outside of you. Well, I think it's also because the Titans don't get a ton of national coverage. But yeah, Cam Ward got sacked 55 times last year, but he had some really nice throws. Jason the Kurds killed Tom. That tracks. See, Jason? That's what I was saying. It tracks. It freaking tracks. Sapio knows Tom is mechanically dead in the Packers cinematic universe. I know. I got to be brought back. Familiar with Week 12 at Rams. I wish you luck, Tom. It's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a fun game, though. I do. Liger with a fire. My Jets, Titans, Week 1 drama with Coach Sal necessary. Good luck Week 2. My Jets will need it. Yeah, they wanted to start off something a little crazy for the Jets. I mean, I feel like they needed something to, make it interesting. Day of fire. Tim Grossi died on stream. Well, now Dim Grosso's Tom. It's true. Zuda with a tour. Luckily, y'all don't have an automatic L against the Eagles. Tiger, you're about to get shucked Week 13. We'll see. Mar, Week 18, give me 2022 Week 18 vibes. No, thank you. You're not a Halo guy, but the Chargers. Yeah, I'm excited to see the Chargers one. I can't show that one, but yeah, I'm excited. For posture, Rams playing Seattle Week 16 and 18. Hate that. Yeah, it's weird at the very end, dude, but there's going to be some playoff implications there. Dan Fire Chargers went full red versus blue. I love that. I could not be happier about that. Love that. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these schedules here, because they should be releasing in the next 60 seconds. Ace checking in from Duval. Trevor Lawrence cut his hair. I'm not okay. It's just not natural. It's not okay. Clever. Schedule is out. Which game are you going to go see live? I'm going to go to a preseason game. Yeah, no, I stream all the games, so I will be seeing a preseason game as always. Hold on one second. I just got a comment here. You're one mother-loving ticket short. Perfect. But with a fire. Nothing like the Vikings versus Packers. Can be hounded by both my coworker and see you root hard for the Go Pack Go. Come on now. It's a perfect blend. Yeah, I know. And then they're doing the Christmas games are crazy. Christmas and Thanksgiving both have some really, really good games. So I'm very much looking forward to those. All right, so now the schedule should be out. So let's see here. We should be go. Yeah, no, the Packers video, I recorded a bunch of lines for him, but I just didn't know what was going to make the cut. So yeah, that was very, very cool. Calvin Atera, wacky idea. Packers schedule release next year. Tom uses all his characters with the NFL scriptwriter, Finn Oakley, Bruce Springsteen, Wallflower, the whole 9 yards. Calvin, listen, I'll do this any day of the week, but it is not up to me. I got a text being like, hey, you want to be in this video? And I said, yeah, sure. And that's how it happened. So that was it. Talking, it's September 9th yet. Go Hawks. Not thrilled the Rams 16 and 18. Christmas will be epic for both of us. Mm-hmm. You're damn right it will. Kelly, to a Week 11 bye. My Eagles have Week 10. It feels late. I'm very happy with that. I'm very, very happy. Appreciate you, T-Pala. I'm very, very happy. Yeah, my other lines, I'd have to find them. Give me 2 seconds, because I did this back, I want to say it was in April? Okay, let's see here. Packers script. Adrian Tenor, congrats, great acting, Tom. The cheese curds killing you absolutely tracks. I had to meet in Minneapolis this summer. 30-30 part deal. Adrian, I'll see you there. Shibster, Bengals Ravens on New Year's Eve. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Michael Terra, Tom dies for one of his weakness, cheese. Well played. Also funny you're a fan of the one team associated with cheese. Of course. Raymond, Niners video was something. The idea was interesting. Execution was not good. They probably used AI. Oh, no good. No AI here. No AI here. Yeah, so I was your one mother loving ticket short. Here you go. So handing the sword. And there's your dagger. I did record. It didn't get used. There's no escape. I got that, and I got attacked. And at one point I said Clay Matthews, but I don't know if that got used. So that's all right. It's so freaking cool, man. I'm just happy. I'm just freaking happy. So, all right, schedule release. Let's see what we got here. Schedule out now. Get full 2026 schedule. I would like to. Okay, here we go. Let's pull this bad boy up here. Clay Matthews. I know I was dead before Clay Matthews showed up. Rightfully so. It makes sense. It tracks. I'm going to move myself back up here. Crush, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, like that was... Again, every single time that I'm involved with anything, like it is never expected or assumed that I'm going to be involved. So the fact that I could do this and I did some voice acting with one of my favorite animated shows growing up is pretty great. FL Jeter, Cam Moore, no primetime year 2. Disrespectful after this team's rebuilding coaching change. Listen, you just got to let them know. Just got to let them know. Kevin Steelers' schedule is going to be tough after the bye week. Bengals, Eagles, Broncos, Texans, Jaguars, Ravens in a row. That is a tough stretch. That's tough. Myco Defire. Colts got Baltimore, KC, Steelers, Vikings, Cowboys, Philly, and Cincy in our divisional games, which are getting tough. Yep. It's not going to get easy. It definitely is not. Just welcome. Power Man friends are planning an October Door County trip, and now we know it's Bears or them boys. Oh, one mother loving ticket short. That's pretty great, though. That's a bunch of... That's one of those games going to be great. So, or either one, I should say. All right, let's take a look at some primetime games first and see what we got here. We'll take a look at Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football was, like, surprisingly good last year. Joe DeFire, Tom, hopefully we don't tie like last year. Hopefully one of my team, your team, hopefully somebody wins and it just doesn't end in a freaking tie again. Tim with a fire. Packers preseason is Pitt, Denver, Arizona. Does the NFL want a GPS bowl every year now? Preseason or regular? Oh, Packers preseason's at Denver. Oh, so that means Arizona? Oh, is that gonna be late? Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go. We're gonna have to see there. Little Terror, where's my Cali Cheeseheads at? Turning into Lambeau West for Thanksgiving. Whose house? Pack house. That's right, baby. That's right. Pack house. Stan, love the Saints release video. Whopping one primetime game this year. Gotta get shucked. Gotta get shucked. All right, so week 2. This is a phenomenal opener on Thursday Night Football because obviously on Wednesday, the season opener, we have the Super Bowl rematch between the Seahawks and the Patriots. And then we're having on Thursday, we're going to have the 49ers and Rams because they're playing over in Australia. Alfonso, primetime January 4th. Texans, a.k.a. the Strouds, rematch against the Go-Go Pack. It should be good. I'm scared about that defense. I am scared. So Lions-Bills, I think that's going to be an excellent game. I just think that that's a really good test for both teams, and we'll kind of see how both defenses play as well. But, dude, I think like this could be a shootout. Like, this should be so much fun. Then the Packers' first primetime game. I think they have like 4 or 5 primetime games. The Australia game is that opening Thursday. So they're doing the season opener on Wednesday, which is the Seahawks and Patriots. And then they're doing that Australia game at night on Thursday, which is technically like morning on Friday, I think. Yeah, season starts on a Wednesday this year. We'll go through and look at all that. Lions, Bills. Then you got Falcons, Packers. That should be a pretty fun primetime game. Then you got Steelers, Browns. This is just Thursday Night Football right now. Then Buccaneers, Cowboys. This is going to be a really interesting game. I'm interested in both their pass rushes, but yeah, this should be a really fun one. Seahawks, Broncos, week 6. That's going to be a good time. That's going to be a good time. Patriots, Bears. That could be a low-key, really fun game. We'll see how that Bears offense moves it against the Patriots defense. That should be fun. Panthers, Packers. So another Thursday game. So they got one in week 3, and then you fast forward to week 8. So the Panthers, of course, getting the win over the Packers last year. Shane with 20. Keep up with your philanthropic work, buddy. Shane, you know we gonna. Then we got Jaguars, Ravens. That, I think, is going to be a fun game, too. I know, like, some folks are a little confused about how the Jaguars are going to do. Bo, appreciate you. But I'm excited for that game. Commanders, Giants. We'll see how both teams are this year. Like, the Commanders, if they're healthy, could be low-key good. The Giants, I think, have high potential, so we'll see there. Start fire. Pats have 5 primetime games, plus the Munich one. Important because that's 7 chances to hear it. Tom say, Romeo Dobbs. You see his press conference? So great, man. I'm always a root for Romeo Dobbs. Colts, Texans, week 11. So we'll see Indiana Jones versus the Strouds. Broncos, Steelers, which is week 12. So that will be interesting because that's think that's the Black Friday game. Day 2, Denver primetime last year was poop. Please be better. Amen. Well, that one game was pretty good. It wasn't the Raiders game. What was the one that was after? Was that the Commanders or something that was pretty good? Tonight, Chisel Adonis joins the 1 Mil Club. Hey, let's go. Huge shout out to Chisel Adonis. He's been chasing that for a while. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Chiefs Rams week 13. Again, these are all the Thursday night games. We'll look through Sunday night, Monday night, and then we'll look through some other schedules. Chiefs Rams though. Oh, that's going to be fun. Please give me another Monday night classic on Thursday. Vikings Patriots could be that could be like a 6-3 game with both those defenses. That will be real interesting. 49ers Chargers. I think that has potential to be a really fun game with both those offenses. Texans Eagles on Christmas Eve. That's going to be a really good game. And then Ravens Bengals on New Year's Eve to close out Thursday Night Football. Dude, again, you never know, but last year, Thursday Night Football was its best season since its inception. And this looks like a pretty good schedule. So, Jesus, we're fiver. La cheese. Thursday Night Football getting some good games. Let's take a look at Monday Night Football. So the season opens with the Broncos-Chiefs. I feel like this is a little bit underwhelming just because, well, I mean, we'll see. I'm assuming Bo Nix is going to play, but we don't know if Mahomes is going to be back. It's likely that he's not going to. I just feel like this is a weird one to have week 1, but okay. Like in Arrowhead too, I think that if you're a Broncos fan, I think you're pretty happy about this because then you get to go into Arrowhead without Patrick Mahomes. So, one case to a New Year's game we have in the Drunk Bowl. Damn right we are. I mean, dude, listen, I'll be streaming Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of Thanksgiving. So, yeah, we'll see. The Broncos fans are not happy. I feel like this is the time to go in, though. Go in. You don't have to play Mahomes. I feel like that's... Why not? I mean, I don't get why this is a primetime game. This being a primetime game kind of makes no sense. All right, Giants, Rams... Wait a minute. Wait. So you're telling me that I gotta watch the Giants Cowboys, the first Sunday night football game of the year, and then I gotta watch them in prime time again the following week? Okay. Again, if the Giants are good this year, this game will be fun. I would think the Rams gotta win, but okay. All right. Eagles, Bears, that'll be a fun one. We'll see if the Bears run all over the Eagles again or if the Eagles could actually stop the run that time. Falcons, Saints, no love lost there. And so 2 important games, week 16 and 18, Seattle, LA. It's true. Yep. So Jets have 0 primetime games. I mean, they had no interceptions last year. I'm not super shocked. I'm not super shocked. So, all right, so we got that. Then, Bills. This is a fun game. Damn. Bills, Rams, week 5, Monday Night Football. Okay. LG to 5. Giants going to go 0-3, week 3 with 2 primetime games. They might. That is, that's very possible. Bills, Rams is going to be a real fun game. Commanders, 49ers could be a lot of fun. As long as Jane Daniels is healthy and, that offense is looking pretty solid, that'd be good. Cowboys, Eagles, we're going to already see them on Thanksgiving. Now we're seeing them on Monday Night Football, but that should be a pretty solid game. We'll see if anybody spits on anybody. Week 8, Bears, Seahawks. Ooh, is there a doubleheader? Is that when, are we getting doubleheader games? Right? Because they're usually around this time. Am I just not seeing them? I didn't miss it, right? Week 4, 6, 7. Unless they did they get rid of them and gave it to YouTube? They may have gotten no more doubleheaders. Oh, thank God! I think they gave some of those games to YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Bears Seahawks should be a really, really fun game. Bills Vikings. Again, we'll see what the Vikings offense looks like. I don't really know about that, but the Vikings defense should be good. So that'll be a nice test between the Bills offense and the Vikings defense. Chargers Ravens. Woo! No more Harbaugh Bowl, but I think that this will be a fun game. Chargers Ravens should be good. That'll be fun. Bengals Commanders could low-key be great. Both those offenses. To Colts did a Simpsons theme release. Let's go. Yeah, I'll have to watch all those videos afterwards. Panthers, Buccaneers. All right, so we got some NFC South action there. Lime out of Terror. It's cool to see Matt Pat in the Browns schedule release video. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that. That's awesome. See if we wouldn't be sure about Mahomes being out week 1. Yeah, if there's anybody, right? Week 13, Cowboys Seahawks for Monday Night Football. That could be a really fun game, but it's being played in Seattle. That's going to be a tough game for the Cowboys. Steelers Jaguars. I think Jaguars should win. We'll see how the Steelers are. Patriots Chiefs. Whoa. That's going to be fun. Week of Christmas, too. That's going to be a real fun game. Yeah, I'm about that. Giants Lions. Giants are in so many primetime games. Okay, we'll see there. And then Texans Packers is the last Monday night game. That's going to be a really fun game. I'll be worried about that defense. On 2025 TBD games in week 17, 2 of the 5 designated matches will be played on Saturday, with the remainder to be played on Thursday night, Sunday afternoon, and Sunday night or Monday night. Okay, so this is week 17 and 18. Okay. All right, so that's Monday. The Monday night schedule seems pretty good. There seems to be some pretty good games there. This is Sunday Night Football. All right, so again, the first game this season is on a Wednesday. So this is on Wednesday, and then you're having the Australia game, which is being played on Friday morning in Australia, but will be shown on Thursday night in the States. This is going to kick off, so we have a Super Bowl rematch to kick off the season. So this should be pretty fun. I think the Patriots have everything to gain here, right? If they're able to come away with a win, but that's going to be a tough game. Well, to Terra Top, plan on watching other teams' schedule release videos. If so, watch the KC Chiefs video. Lots of Easter eggs and references in it. Yeah, I'm going to watch them all independently just because I don't want teams to claim it. The Packers one I got permission to show, but yeah, I just watch them all in my free time. Team, if at least the Falcons can't win the NFC South, they win the schedule release videos. Please watch us first. It's hard out here as a Falcons fan. It's tough out here. It is tough out here. Cowboys and Giants. Yeah, I'll look at individual teams in a minute. John, if I seen the Chargers video, I felt like I was taken back to 2005 watching Red vs. Blue on Rooster Teeth. I heard they did Red vs. Blue, which is pretty damn dope. All right, this is boo, NFL, boo. Stop giving me the Giants and Cowboys on Sunday Night Football week 1. Please, God, stop. Please, God, stop. Colts. Why? Why? Mahomes might not be back. Okay. So we're going to see like Daniel Jones and just... This seems like a very weird primetime game. This seems very odd. Okay. Rams Broncos, good offense, good defense. That should be fun. Yeah, I would assume Danny Dimes going to be back. I would assume. Yeah, this will be an interesting primetime game. Rams, Broncos, Lions, Panthers. That's a huge game for the Panthers. Damn, okay. Yeah, that's, all right. But look at the Panthers getting primetime games. There you go. Getting a couple. Tim, Commanders' first 8 weeks. Eagles, Cowboys, Seahawks, Colts, Giants, 49ers, bye. Eagles, good God, I am not okay. Yeah, that's a tough... Those first 3 games that's a rough opening stretch. That's a tough one. We got the Kiddie Bowl. First Sunday Night Football for the Panthers since 2016. Wow, look at that Panther. Look at that. All right, hold on. We got the Cat Bowl, week 4. Then week 5, we got the Bird Bowl. Ravens, Falcons. That could be a fun game. Also being played in Atlanta. All right. Mike is a Chiefs fan. I think Mahomes will play week 1. Rehab is way ahead of schedule. Dude, again, if there's anyone that you can not count out, it is Patrick Mahomes. So I would not be surprised at all if he winds up just being there and playing because he's a monster. So he's pretty insane. So yeah, I would say. All right, look at that. We got Sunday Night Football again. Week 6. We got the Cowboys. We got the Packers. Hopefully not tying this time. That'd be fun if they didn't tie. That'd be great. But Cardinals schedule makes me want to vomit. I just might bandwagon the Giants this year. Dude, just looking at their list of opponents is brutal. Is like brutal. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm just adding this here. Papa Grossi. That's right. This should be great. Well, I mean, these got... Hold on 2 seconds. So let me just mute this. Give me 2 seconds. These should be great games. Cowboys, Packers, and then Chiefs, Seahawks the very next week. Well, hopefully Mahomes is back for this. Yeah. That'll be a great game. Eagles, Commanders could be a really, really fun game too because the Commanders, they also, they play the Eagles insanely hard. One with a tour. Week 6, tie game again, Tom. Bring it into overtime. Vermillion with a fire. Rematch of the Pack and Cowboys. Hopefully you guys win the tie. And, everybody laughs if we tie again. Everybody does. Buccaneers, Bears. That's a really good game. That's a really, really, really good game. Hold on 2 seconds here. One mother loving. Give me 2 seconds. Loving ticket short. Okay. Boom. This is crazy. Sorry. My phone is exploding right this second. It's this is pretty nuts. Hold on. Please hold. Hold on. Ticket short. Okay. Excellent. Oh, man, I have the hiccups out of nowhere. All right, Buccaneers, Bears should be great. Steelers, Bengals could be a fun game. Again, I'm assuming it's going to be Aaron Rodgers, but who knows? Kai, yeah, I know Thursday night games. Well, what about Wednesday games? We're getting 2 of them this year. Kevin with a fire. How many different dying noises did you give the Packers for the schedule release video? Hold on. I might still have the audio for that. Remind me, Kevin. Remind me after. Yeah, remind me after. And I'll see if I have the audio. Landed fire. Tom, plan propose. Hold on 1 second. Tom, plan proposing my girlfriend in Green Bay. Hey! Let's go, Landon. Should I do it at the game or before or after? Ooh. I mean, first of all, make sure that your girlfriend would want this, right? That's the most important thing, Landon. Does your girlfriend want to be proposed to at Lambeau Field? If it's a yes, you're rocking. I feel like after is risky. If you're both Packers fans and they lose, it might dampen spirits a little bit. I might go for before. I might go before because then either way, it's going to be a good time. But congratulations. Lord of Fire Bucks will host the Browns week 2. Baker's first game against them since coming to Tampa. Ooh. If Deshaun Watson is playing, oh man, yeah, that could be a fun game. Yeah, got the Vikings 49ers in Mexico City, and it's a primetime game. There you go. That should be good defense versus good offense. Chiefs Bills. Give me that Chiefs Bills. Because this is the, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Thanksgiving game. This is the primetime game. But both Christmas and Thanksgiving have some good games. Furry Fire. So we got furries in week 4, featheries in week 5, and green means good versus evil in week 6. While Micah Parsons regret tears to flow in Dallas. Let them flow. Super to Fire. Look at the Chiefs week 12-15. I'm not afraid. Why do you ask? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, well, we'll take a look. Juwan Jennings revenge game in Mexico. Yep. Proposing after a game losing field goal. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's got to be before or during. Before or during. All right, Patriots Chargers should be a fun game. Rematch of the wild card round. Texans Steelers. That might be a tough game for the Steelers. Look at this. Look at this. Proud to Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, present my plans for the fall KC schedule. All Monday night games are actually good this year. There you go. There you go. Look at it. Bills Packers. Bills Packers. Sunday Night Football. December in Lambeau. That's going to be a fun-ass game. That's going to be a real fun game. Then you got Lions and Vikings in week 15. That could go either way. We'll see again like how hard the Vikings go this year. Again, their defense should be really good. Jaguars Cowboys, I think, is going to be a good game. I think that should be pretty damn solid. And then Eagles 49ers, wildcard rematch again. Yeah, there's some good Sunday night games too. The primetime games look pretty good. They look pretty darn good. All right, let's see here. All right, you're saying look at Kansas City. Listen, I don't know why I have the hiccups all of a sudden. I don't know what the hell is going on there. Single game tickets, I think they're on sale now, I would assume. Dude, if Bills Packers is in the snow, that'd be so much fun. That would be excellent. All right, let's see KC. Is their schedule like that hard? Because again, the assumption is Mahomes is not going to be there for all of it, right? Or at least for the beginning. Goes to a Cardinals schedule, makes me sad. Tank Bowl week 15. Yeah, I mean, I just saw their opponents and it looked bad. It did not look good. All right, so Broncos Chiefs, Colts Chiefs, Dolphins Chiefs, Raiders Chiefs. And then they have a bye week. correct me if I'm wrong here. Chiefs fans, let me gauge the feelings here. I feel like this is like the best case scenario if you don't have Mahomes for a month. Yes, you have 2 divisional games, but the Dolphins are not going to be at full strength this year. They just get Devin Achane a whole bunch of money. And then the Colts, we'll see who they got going at quarterback at this point. I feel like, right, that's a good start for the Chiefs because if Mahomes is back here, it's against the... You better hope he's back here. Chargers, Seahawks, Broncos. That's a tough freaking 3-game stretch coming out of a bye. But you're against a division opponent coming out of a bye. That's nice. JC, hope all is well. Think with the Vikings schedule go 8-9 or 9-8. Easy start, terrible middle, solid end. See you week 1. We'll see you week 1. Michael 10. My girlfriend used to not like football. Now she decided to watch the season with me and is actually more excited that I've turned her to the dark side. Tips for proposing. Hey, listen. Something that they would want. Because obviously it'd be great. You have your interest. But make sure when you're proposing, it's something they would want. Especially if they would rather something, private and not public. Just don't make that mistakes. Lucky Tour calling it now. Cardinals go 0-17. FLG with a 5er. NFL missed an opportunity the first time the Ravens and Titans meet since Henry left. It's in Baltimore and skips to the last year of the old stadium. Damn. Yeah, they're missing out on that. Colin, my mom and I are making plans to go to our first in-person Packers game, week 1, in the city, recently renamed for Kyler Murray. Minneapolis. There you go. There you go. All right, so that's a tough 3-game stretch. Then you got the Jets. Then you got the Falcons. All right, that'll be an interesting game. Cardinals. I'm so sorry, Cardinals. Okay, hold on. This stretch, now I understand. This stretch sucks. This stretch, the Chiefs got to play the Bills, then the Rams, then the Bengals, then the Patriots, the 49ers, and the Chargers. That's a 6-game stretch that is... Okay, now I understand. So you get a little bit of an easier route in the beginning. But damn, do they beat the crap out of you at the end? Yeah, that's a tough finish to the season. Just a bit. Boto, would like to apologize to everyone right now for every primetime game the Steelers have. Yep, thank you. Hope you're doing well, Boto. Proud to fire. Casey gets another Thanksgiving game this year. At least it's a team I don't despise. A PS Cowboys fan. Des didn't catch it. Adrian got tickets to my brothers and I to see Lions-Panthers. No, it's Sunday Night Football, purely for scheduling. It should be a fun time. Yeah. Also, just being in prime time, it should be pretty damn great. Yeah, that's a tough 6-game stretch. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of sucks. That's a tough one. It's, again, an easier, start to the season, but... KChan, not an ideal schedule for the Chiefs. Did you see the Commanders' schedule release video? Gotta love Bill. I had not. Again, the only one I saw was the Packers, because that's the only one I can watch live. But I will be checking out the other ones. All right, so let's see what we got here. I do want to see this. I do want to see the Cardinals. I do. Okay. Let's be honest. Chargers, woof. Seahawks, woof. 49ers, woof. Giants, could be a woof. This is a brutal start to the season. Good God, man. That is... Yeah. Okay. We'll see what happens to the Giants, right? Ravens-Bills at 1 p.m. is disgusting. Agreed. One of the best games. Then the Lions. Oh, God. Then the Rams. Then the Broncos. Then the Cowboys. Then the Seahawks, Rams, and Chiefs. Who... Do they hate the Cardinals? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That 7-game stretch that's bad. That's brutal. Then the Commanders, who are probably not going to be a slouch this year. Then they get the Eagles. They have a bye week in week 14. Then week 15, they play the Jets. There is a possibility that week 15 is for the first overall pick, and there's a possibility that they may not win a game till week 15. There's potential. Maybe they can win, but damn. Okay. Then they got the Saints, Raiders, and 49ers. Man, but that 7-game stretch, it's a monster. And if the Commanders are good, oh no. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cardinals. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, that's like, what, maybe 3 games? 3 games? Around there? Something? Maybe? All right, Falcons. They got the Falcons. I just don't even know what kind of team the Falcons are going to be this year. Falcons, they got the Steelers, the Panthers, and they got the Packers in prime time. And they got the Saints, and that's going to be in prime time because that's Monday Night Football. Acoustic Tour tank for Arch on the menu, boys. Well, our Cardinals fans going to have to pick up day drinking. Something. Just something to get them through the season. Then Ravens, Falcons, it's a Bird Bowl. Wow, so hold on. The Falcons have 3 primetime games in a row. They got Thursday Night Football, they got Monday Night Football, and then they got Sunday Night Football. Rookwood is 667 saying, what I'm hearing is the Cardinals got a 116 bowl. They might be in the 116 bowl. I think that there's a good chance. I think so. Bears, 49ers, both those games should be fun. The 3 primetime games were a little crazy. Ghost to our Cards will still inexplicably beat the Cowboys. It is true. It is true. Desert Center, while the Jets might be bad this year, and I hope they'll be better than most expect, at least will always make me happy because if we beat anyone, I get to have fun with the upset seed in week 2, Tom. Exactly, Des. And as long as it's not against the Packers. That's as long as nobody's wearing cheese heads for the Jets after. All right, Falcons, Buccaneers, then they go to Madrid. That's Bengals, Falcons. That should be a pretty interesting game. But if I look at the Cardinals schedule, like Sarah McLachlan, PSA commercial, $1 a day could save them. Could. Big Dumper Tour, the schedule could wipe Arizona off the map. Yes, it is true. True. Chiefs, Falcons. All right, then they have their bye week, week 11. That's a nice bye week. Falcons, Vikings, and the Lions, Browns. Okay. They don't have the easiest of schedules, the Falcons. Again, I just don't know what kind of team they're going to be this year. The Cardinals used AI for their video. They deserve to lose. They deserve. All right, someone's saying check out the Bills. This is... Okay, first of all, let's be honest. Patrick Mahomes, if he doesn't play week 1, right? If he winds up playing week 1, different story. This should be Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football. This, I think, is going to be a really good game. Josh Allen versus that Texans defense, there is no reason for this to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This should be Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football. Kiddo Aturi, you doing schedule release videos today? I can only show the Packers one just for copyright, so I don't know if other teams will be really angry, so I can only show that one. Then Lions, Bills, that's a really good game. Then Chargers, Bills, damn. That's a tough opening 3 games for the Bills. Like, they're just going to be tested. Really good defense. Hopefully it'd be a good offense if you're a Lions fan. Chargers should be a good team this year. Oh, then they got the Pats. Ooh, okay. Then they got the Rams. All right. No, you know what? Those first 5 games, that's going to be prime time. Those first 5 games, we're going to figure out real quick what kind of team the Bills are. They're going to be tested pretty damn well. And they got the Raiders, and they got a bye week, week 7. Then Ravens, Bills. That should not be at 1 o'clock. I agree with that. That should not be at 1 o'clock. Bills, Vikings. Hopefully, Justin Jefferson, insane catches and comebacks. Bills, Jets. All right. Bills, Dolphins. And it eases up a little bit. Thanksgiving, you got the Chiefs and the Bills. So there you go. Then Bills, Pats again. Then Bills, Packers. Then Bills, Bears. Then Bills, Broncos. That's a tough stretch, too. Chiefs, Patriots, Packers, Bears, and Broncos. Woo! Woo! That's tough. And they got to play, on Thanksgiving and Christmas? That's a little tough. Tie Guy Cardinals schedule, blood for the blood god. Skulls, the skull throne, except it's all our blood. It is all your blood and it's all your skulls. It is true. And then you got the Dolphins and Jets. All right, at least the last 2 games aren't going to be awful. But yeah, this is a tough stretch here in this near the end of the season. They got some late games too. Yeah, what is this? 3 out of the 4 games are going to be primetime games? Yeah, that's going to be tough. Stuck with the fire. Bengals play every team in both the NFC and AFC South. Cincinnati out here like the Civil War never ended. Chiefs game would be cool too. Yeah, I agree. All right, so yeah, this is the Ravens. Ravens Colts. Ravens Saints. This could be a high-powered offense game. This could be fun. Ravens Cowboys in Brazil should be good. Titans Ravens. Ravens Falcons. All right, I like the schedule so far. It's not too bad. Ravens Browns. Ravens Bengals. And then, of course, they're going to be playing on New Year's as well. Ravens Bills, again, should not be at 1 o'clock. This should be a primetime game. Ravens Jaguars will be good. Ravens Chargers. Yeah, that'll be good too. This is going to be a really good test for the Ravens offense. We're going to see how good that offensive line is. If there is a game where you're going to see that Ravens O-line tested, it is going to be week 12. They got a late bye, then they come out of the bye and get the Bucks. That's going to be a really fun game. Hopefully that could get flex or something. Ravens Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Steelers. All right, so they kind of got what the Seahawks Rams have, because the Seahawks Rams are in 16 and 18. They got the Steelers 15 and 18. It doesn't look like the worst schedule for the Ravens. We'll just see. They will be tested. They definitely will be. Let's see here with the Chicago. All right, Chicago opens against the Panthers, then the Vikings, then the Eagles. So it's not the worst opening. I hope they lose both those games. Then they got the Jets. And they got the Packers, so at least we're not waiting until the end of the season for their first matchup. Falcons, this should be a good game against the Patriots. This will be a Thursday night game. Then against the Seahawks, so back-to-back primetime games. They get a Thursday game, and then they get an extra day at Monday. They're just trying to cheat for the Bears. You see how this is? Oh, then they get another... Damn, so the Bears have 3 primetime games in a row. So they got the Pats, Bears, then they got the Seahawks, then they got the Bucks. Look at that. Kevin, he could be back. Tucker Kraft's already, working out, so hopefully. Hell yeah, Jack. Then they got a Week 10 bye. Then they got the Saints, Lions. This is on Thanksgiving. Good old Ben Johnson going back to Detroit. That will be fun. Jaguars, Bears will be a fun game. The Dolphins. And then, all right, that's a little bit of a tough stretch. They got the Bills, Packers, and Lions. So that will be fun. This, of course, will be on Christmas. This will be the early game. Then they end against the Vikings. Okay. It doesn't seem like it's the worst. They got a couple stretches. They got a bunch of primetime games, though. Look at them. All right, let's see what the Cowboys have. All right, so the back-to-back NFC East rivals. Of course, they got to freaking do Sunday Night Football, of course. Then they got the Ravens. That's the Brazil game. This is the battle for Texas. Circle it for scripted. Week 4. Circle it. Then the Bucks, then the Packers, then the Eagles. That's a tough stretch, man. Ravens, Texans, Buccaneers, Packers, Eagles. That'll be a fun one. Cardinals, Cowboys. Again, Cardinals get their 1 win here. Cowboys, Colts, 49ers. That'll be a really fun game. This will probably be an America game of the week. Titans, Cowboys, Eagles, Cowboys, Seahawks. I'm glad that this is going to be in prime time. That should be fun. They have a late bye, though. Week 14. We'll see how they do with injuries. Cowboys, Rams. This is a little bit of a tough stretch. So they got Eagles, Seahawks, Rams, Jaguars. That's a little bit of a tough one. But we'll see. They might need that late bye. Because I know I love those late byes. All right, someone's saying Denver. Griffin, I have not seen Trevor's haircut yet. I have not seen it, but I heard that he cut his hair for the scheduled release video. I'm going to have to check that out. All right, Broncos. So Broncos open against what might be a Patrick Mahomes-less Chiefs. Maya just got home, so hence bork. Then you got the Jaguars, then the Rams, then the 49ers, Chargers, Seahawks. Ooh. Okay, so this one is only because if Mahomes is not there, it's a little bit easier. This should be an interesting game against the Jaguars. The Jaguars and then put on a good show last year. That's a tough game against the Rams. 49ers, they're going to have to... That's a really good offense versus defense game. This is going to be a tough game against the Chargers. That's going to be a tough game against the Seahawks. Yeah, again, the Chiefs one might not be too bad if they don't have Mahomes, but that's a little bit of a gauntlet. Then they got the Cards. Then they got the Chiefs again. All right, then they had that bye week 10 after facing the Panthers. They got the Raiders first time week 11. Then Steelers, Dolphins, Jets. Okay, this is not a bad stretch. This is not terrible for them. Then they got the Bills, Patriots, Chargers. Those last 3 are tough. Antonio Tira, look at the 49ers schedule. I will take a gander. Vegeta to fire 2 years of no primetime games for the Titans. Listen, Cam Ward just got to let him know. Just got to light the league on fire. That's it. This is a tough 3-game stretch to end the season. We'll see how that offense is, but their defense should be pretty darn good. Should be pretty good. I just want to see it in this format real quick. Yeah, because we were looking at this before. I like this start for the Packers, especially if Micah Parsons is not available for the first month or so, because he's probably going to start on the PUP list. That was the rumor, and I would not really surprised. So going up against the Vikings on the road, going up against the Jets on the road. Falcons game on primetime should be fun. This is going to be a tough game against the Buccaneers. That's going to be a tough one. Then they got the Bears. Hopefully Parsons is back by then, because I would love to play the Bears with Micah Parsons. That would be so nice. If there's a game that Micah Parsons will be back for, though, I think it might be Cowboys-Packers. Sunday Night Football, yeah, I think Micah Parsons might be back for that. That's a tough stretch, though. Buccaneers, Bears, Cowboys, Lions. That's a tough stretch. We lost to the Panthers. Hopefully freaking don't lose to them again this year. But then the Pats. This is going to be good. This should be America's game of the week. This is going to be a good game. And the Vikings. I love this week 11 bye. Then right off the bye, the Rams are going to be tough. That's the the Wednesday game, the Thanksgiving Eve game. Then they get shucked. Then you got the Bills. Excellent game. I'm very excited for this. Dolphins, Bears on Christmas, Texans, Lions. That's a tough 3 games to end the year with. Joe Terry, mind looking at Carolina? Also, it hurts. I got you. Mikey, what's going on? That's a tough 3-game stretch. Carolina. Let's see. All right, Bears, the Falcons, and Browns. Okay. Then the Kitty Bowl on Sunday night. They got a week 5 early. That's an early bye. GX for the 10. As a Rams fan, I feel so bad for the Cardinals schedule. Dude, that's brutal. It's a brutal schedule. Or Dolphins' entire schedule is a tough stretch. I mean, I'm not terribly surprised, you know. Who do it to fire? Tom, you can get an authentic Tua jersey for the NFL website for the cost of the super chat. Just check myself. Is it that cheap right now? They give it to you to keep the cheese sword from the set. Unfortunately not. Mikey, it's not too bad. They have a couple rough stretches, but they're going to be playing on some holidays. So then the Panthers got the Eagles, Bucks, Packers. That's a tough 3-game stretch. Then the Broncos. That's a tough 4-game stretch. And then the Lions one's not going to be easy either. Okay, that's not super easy. Saints. Then they got the Ravens, Buccaneers. That's a tough 2 games too. Saints again. Then they got the Bengals, another Kitty Bowl. And then Seahawks. Yeah, Panthers, man. We about to see. The Chargers have an 8-week gauntlet. Is it that bad? I mean, I think right now the worst one I've seen is the Cardinals, because they're expected to be bad. And like the Chiefs have a tough 6 games. The Cardinals have 7 games of hell. Hold on, let me see. Let me see the Chargers. Don't worry, I'll look at the Texans. All right. Open. I'm so sorry, Cardinals. All right. Not bad games to open up the year with. Then they got the Bills, Seahawks, Broncos, Chiefs, and Mahomes should be back. Then they have a bye. Then they have the Rams, Texans, and Ravens. Ooh. That's a tough 7-game stretch. There is not a lot of give there. You open up in the schedule, you should be, 2-0, you would think. But damn, Bills, Seahawks, Broncos, Chiefs, Rams, Texans, Ravens. Yeah, that's not great. That is not great. Then you got the Chargers and Bucks. That'll be tough. 49. Yeah, and then you end with 2 tough games. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's a tough stretch. They're up there at the car. I mean, but at least, the Chargers are expected to be good. So let's check Houston. All right, let's see Houston. This is a tough opening game, but their defense can be these 2 games are actually really interesting for the Texans. We're about to see how good their defense is going to be. It was phenomenal last year, but going up against 2 good offenses in the Bills and also the Bengals, I really like this to start the Texans season because they're going to get tested. Again, if CJ Stroud is that guy, if he is that guy this year, then I think that the Texans, I mean, they should, in my humble opinion, I think that they should be, Super Bowl contenders. So I think they're up there for me. And then you got the Colts. Then you got the Cowboys, Battle of Texas, Titans. And you're going to London to face the Jaguars. Should be a fun game. Giants. And you got a week 8 bye. I don't mind that. That's good. Doc, did you see the Raiders Step Brothers video? No, I've only seen the Packers one so far. I will be looking at all the other ones when I'm done. Ellie wanted to share, I finished my 3rd year of nursing school with a 3.75. Tough, really proud of myself. 1 year to go. Let's go, Ellie. Huge congratulations. Let's go. Let's go. Crush it. Also, week 5. Best friend versus the Strouds. Texans Chargers. That'll be a fun game. Texans Browns. Colts Texans. Oh, and it's a primetime game too. Ravens Texans. That'll be fun. Texans Steelers. Might destroy Aaron Rodgers again. Texans Commanders. Jaguars again. This is a little bit of a tough stretch. Depending on how the Commanders are. But Jaguars, Eagles, Packers. Wow. Last game of the year. Best friend versus the Strouds. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be... Some people were saying check out the Rams schedule. I mean, dude, they got to open the season in Australia. And then they're against the... I feel like this is them going, hey, you get another primetime game, and it's 3 primetime games in a row. They got this Thursday game, then they got this Monday night game, and then they got a Sunday night game against the Broncos. So who did Tom pay off at the league office to have the Lions at Chicago and Green Bay to end the season and the bye in week 6? I didn't have to pay anybody off. They just did it for free. It's true. All right, so this is a little bit of a tough stretch, though. Broncos, Eagles, Bills. That's a dude. Holy crap. Look at this primetime slate. They're in primetime week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 5. So that's a whole lot of Rams. Four out of the first 5 weeks, the Rams are going to be in primetime. CJ Terra, Tom Grossi. Crazy my Hawks open the season, Super Bowl rematch. Got 6 primetime games this year. We play over half of playoff teams from last year. We in it now. Welcome. This is what it's like to be good. This is it. Gonna get tested. Then you got the Cardinals and Raiders. Chargers will be a fun game. Commanders could be a fun game too. Got the Cardinals again. They got a week 11 bye. Then they got Packers, Chiefs, 49ers, Cowboys, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Seahawks. Oh, that end of the season is rough, dude. Holy cow. Right after week 11, the rest of the year is difficult. Damn. And they got back-to-back primetime games again, too. But Packers, Chiefs, 49ers, Cowboys, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Seahawks. Oof. Yeah. I mean, dude, they're going to have that bye week and they're going to get tested until the season's done. That's going to be tough. Yeah, someone just said check out the Lions. All right, Saints-Lions. This could be a fun offensive battle. Lions-Bills will be a really fun game. This will be a good test. We were talking about them. Then they got the Jets, Panthers, Cardinals. Yeah, week 6 bye. That's not great. Then out of the bye, they get the Packers. So at least they get to have a bye before then. They got the Dolphins, Vikings. Then they go to Munich against the Pats. That's going to be a tough game. Buccaneers going to be a tough game. Then they got the Bears. All right, that's a little bit of a tough stretch. Then they got the Falcons, Titans, Vikings, Giants, Bears, Packers. Yeah, those last 2 games could be tough. It's not like the worst. They have like a little stretch, and I think it's really just because they have the early bye. I think that's what kind of gives Detroit a little bit of a disadvantage there. Jed 250, Tom, how's it going? Just got home. Giants? Yeah, Giants in a ton of primetime games, my friend. They, NFL loves them Giants. 4 Paws with a fire. Prayers to the Airstream trailer. Gods that Stafford stays healthy at the end of the season. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Straight to fire. Good to see you, Tom. Broncos fans actually happy getting Arrowhead week 1. Get the harder game out of the way. Rematch week 8. That's what I was saying. I would hope that the Broncos are happy because they likely aren't going to have to play Mahomes in Arrowhead. Fire. Pats rematch week 1. Time to serve a big bowl of shut-up soup. It's delicious. All right, so Jaguars got Cleveland, Denver, All right, so Denver, New England, and Cincinnati, and Philadelphia, and Houston. That sucks. That's pretty rough. I mean, like, the Browns' defense should be pretty darn good. Robbie Tanner, Rams, Broncos, and Denver on Sunday Night Football in week 3. These are pray for times like this. It should be a fun game. It should be fun. This is a tough stretch, man. Broncos, Pats, Bengals, Eagles, Texans. Yeah, it's not... Miami doesn't have a single primetime game. I'm not surprised. All right, then they got the Colts. Then they got the Ravens. All right, Giants, Titans. Wow, they play the Titans in those 3 weeks. 2 out of those 3 weeks. Then the Bears. Okay, Texans, Cowboys, Colts. It's not the worst. That little stretch in the beginning sucks, though. That one's not fun. JC, who did Arizona piss off for that schedule, dude? It might be the worst. I mean, again, the Chargers and the Chiefs have a little bit of a difficult stretch, but man, oh man, does the Cardinals schedule look terrible. It does not look good. To Miami. All right, Raiders. They got the 49ers. Chiefs, we'll see if Mahomes is back here. If Mahomes not back, they got a shot. Then the Vikings. So it's not the worst opening. Then they got the Bengals. Then they got a bye. Ugh, okay. Then they got the Jets. Is this where it's starting to get started? All right, so then they got the Pats. JC, appreciate you. Then they got the Pats, Lions. Okay. Colts. Then they got the Bills. I feel like this is not the worst. Broncos, Bears, Packers, Chargers, Bills, Patriots. Never mind. That's pretty bad. That end of the season sucks. From week 13 on, that's tough. Michael Turner, check Washington might start 2-8. I shall check. See if they go where the Bears just got home. Yes, I did. I don't think their schedule is too bad. They got a bunch of primetime games. They got a bunch. Yeah, this stretch sucks. That's not a fun stretch for the Dolphins. Ugh, that's a tough way to end the season. That is a real tough way to end the season. Antonio to our 49ers schedule. Where are you? Right below. That's a tough opener against the Rams. Dolphins, they should be okay. Cardinals, they should be okay. Broncos will be a good defense to go up against. Then the Seahawks. Commanders are up in the air what kind of team they're going to be. Gilligan to Terry. Miami always seem to get a week 6 bye. I mean, like, if there's a season to get it, it's kind of in this weird rebuild because why not? Then they got the Falcons. They got a week 8 bye. They come out Raiders. Okay. Cowboys. Then they got the primetime game against the Vikings. The thing with the 49ers this year is they're doing a ton of traveling because they're going all the way to Australia. Then they're going to Mexico City. Then they got the Seahawks. Okay. Ooh. Week 14. Uh-oh. Rams, Chargers, Chiefs, Eagles. That's not a fun 4-game stretch. Then they get the Cardinals at the very end. So at least they get to end not too bad, but that's a tough 4-game stretch. Yeah, and that's after they're traveling to the East Coast, too. I'm here to Dolphins next. We just did the Dolphins, like literally 30 seconds ago. Just back up 30 seconds. J-Bob, can't wait for the Eagles to go 14-3, make the Super Bowl, or 11-6, and lose to the Panthers in the wild card. Fair. Very, very fair. I'll check out Philadelphia. Let's see. All right, so they got the Commies, and they got the Titans. This will be some interesting games. Bears, Rams, Bears, Rams, Jaguars. That's an interesting 3-game stretch there. And they got the Kitties there. Then they got the Cowboys, Command, back-to-back. Oh, wow, those 3 NFC East games in a row. Then a Week 10 bye is always pretty good. All right, Steelers, and they got the Cowboys again on Thanksgiving. Cardinals, Colts. Okay, so this is not terrible. Seahawks, ooh, this isn't it. Okay, this 3-game stretch at the end against the Seahawks, Texans, 49ers, that could be tough. That could be tough. Michael, if our schedule looks pure evil, everyone has tough stretches, then you have the Cards. Yeah, the Cards they're in hell. They're in hell. Alex with tour, never mind, just saw we play you on Netflix. It's true. On Christmas. Yeah, the Cardinals schedule is death. It is death. All right, let's see. So this is the Seahawks opening up the Super Bowl. Then they get a little bit of a break against the Cardinals. Sorry, Cardinals fans. Then the Commies. Then the Chargers, 49ers, Broncos, Chiefs. Ooh, then Bears. That's not fun. Chargers, 49ers, Broncos, Chiefs, Bears. That's a little bit of a tough 5-game stretch there. They have 3 primetime games. There's so many teams that have 3 primetime games in a row. Look at this. Seahawks have it too. Seahawks Thursday night, then on Sunday night, then on Monday night. 3 primetimes in a row. Yeah. All right, then they get the Cardinals again. So after that stretch, they get the Cardinals and Raiders. Week 11 bye is nice. That'd be amazing, Fat Batman. Then the 49ers and Cowboys out of the bye. Eagles, Rams, Panthers, Rams. That's a tough stretch. That's not an easy stretch to end the season. Why is this weird? Why does it say 5 p.m.? That's odd. Dead Man with a Fiver. Just you wait, Tom. You're going to do a lot of Indiana Jones this season. Our Colts will be going 14-2-1, all being close games and entertaining. Hey, let's rock. Zemanatura, can you see the Packers schedule? Yeah, back up, I'd say maybe like 10 minutes. And we went through the Packers schedule, and then we also did that at the top too when we watched the video. Griffin, feel better about the Colts schedule? Boo, late bye. See, I love late buys. I love them, because especially when you have injuries. Yeah, 5 p.m. seems weird. All right, this is the Buccaneers schedule. They got the Bengals, so good offense, good defense they're going to contend with. Then a really good defense again. Then the Packers. Okay. Packers, then Cowboys. That's a tough little stretch there. Then they got the Steelers, Panthers, Falcons, Bears. Week 10 bye. I like that. Sean, Chargers and Seahawks had the best release videos. Yeah, I'm going to have to check them out. I heard that the Chargers did Halo. Yeah, I like Week 10. Vegan Terror, Packers, Bears, 12 on Christmas. I'll be upsetting my Bears-loving family once again by showing up in dinner in my fan gear. Also won my election, so you may now call me Mayor Vegan Cheesehead. Congratulations, Mayor! Rule with an iron fist. Roll. Congratulations. West Fire. Hello, Tom. Watch this 2018. Just recently turned 20. Hey, West. Happy frickin' belated birthday. Hope it was fantastic. Lions, Panthers. All right, so back-to-back with the Cats. Then Chargers, Ravens. That'll be fun. Then the Rams are in there. The Saints. Okay, so Saints, they're doing weeks 15 and week 18. I really don't like those schedules. They're doing week 16 and 18 with the Rams, Seahawks, too. I just like it spread out a little bit more. It's always nice when it's a little bit more spread out. Someone said check out the Bengals. All right, so that's a tough game against the Bucks. That's a tough game against the Texans. They got the Steelers, Jaguars. It'll be interesting. Zachary Browns, also saw you got engaged. Congrats, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'll check out Cleveland after this. Bengals, Dolphins. They have an early-ish bye. And Bengals, Ravens. We'll see that. I thought I looked at this on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I already looked at this, right? Yeah, Madrid, Commanders. I don't think it's the worst schedule. They got the Chiefs there. This game is going to be so much fun. Yeah, I don't think the Bengals have the worst schedule. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, someone said check out the New Orleans Saints. I did not check out the Saints. Saints, man, I hope Shuck is going to be good. T-Dog, went to her. APCSA tomorrow. Any tips for the test? Listen, just at this point, I'll say it's too late to study, but, just get some good sleep, get ready, go to the bathroom. Deep breaths. You got this. This is what you prepared for. That's what you got. All right, Saints, Lions, Saints, Ravens. This will be a good test for the Saints to see what kind of team they're going to be. Falcons, Vikings, Giants. Not terrible. All right, then they got the international game against the Steelers in France. Ho, ho, ho! They're going to do it. Then the Browns, Panthers, Bears, Bengals, Packers. That's a little bit of a tough stretch there. Then the Buccaneers. All right, the Buccaneers late, too. They're doing that week 15-18 thing. Man, I don't like this. Week 16-18 and week 15-18, the same ones. It's just, yeah. Saints, they're just a wild card team, man. They're interesting. I really want to see how good that offense is going to be. Thomas with a fire. Bright side for the Cardinals. Carson Beck goes in. Will make a difference. Do Jets soon so I can see if we get a good draft position. I got you. Yeah, I'll do Cleveland, then I'll do the Jets. All right, Cleveland. They got the Jaguars and Bucks. Again, that'll be two interesting games to start out. The Panthers, Steelers. And they got the Jets. Okay, not bad. Then they got the Ravens. That'll be a test. Again, the Browns, I think their defense is still going to be good, but I just don't know what their quarterback situation is going to be. Titans, Steelers. This is not bad. Saints, this might be a 3-0 game. Texans, Browns. And it's being played in Cleveland. Then they got the Raiders, week 11 bye. The Bengals, Falcons, Giants, Ravens, Colts, Bengals. It's not the worst, man. It's just they just don't have a quarterback. It could be Watson. So I think their defense is going to be good. They can win a bunch of these games. I feel like they're going to be a middle-of-the-road team, though, and that schedule doesn't seem too bad. Again, we're just basing it off of last year's, but it doesn't seem awful. Yeah, we're looking at the Giants, dude. So they got 2 primetime games in a row. This is going to be tough. Then they got the Titans and Cardinals. And then Commanders and Saints. Giants, Texans. This is going to be a tough one. I'll do Steelers next. This is going to be a tough one. Eagles, Commanders, Jaguars. Okay. Depends on how the Commanders are this year, but that could be a tough 3-game stretch. Then they have the Colts, 49ers with a good offense. Seahawks is tough. Then Cleveland, Lions, Cowboys, Eagles. Okay, this last 3-game stretch could be tough. Yeah, back-to-back NFC East ones, but I don't think it's the absolute worst. Yeah, I don't think that's the worst. Browns one might be like the one I think is a little bit of an easier one. Yeah, Giants doesn't seem god-awful. Does not seem... Nope, sorry, I clicked on the 49ers already. Steelers. Let's see here. Yeah, it definitely could be worse. I don't think the Giants... Again, especially if their offense is firing on all cylinders, they're going to be a fun team to watch. So, all right, so here's the Steelers. Again, I'm assuming that they're going to be having Aaron Rodgers. Falcons, then they go up against the Pats, then the Bengals, okay, Colts, then the Bucks, okay, then Browns, Week 9 bye, Bengals, Eagles, Broncos, Texans, Jaguars, Ravens. Ooh, that's not super fun. That's not too fun after the bye. Daniel Atura, Jets, please. And you'd be up at 4 a.m. I got you, Nathaniel. Yeah, I'll do the Jets next. That's a tough stretch after the bye. That's Bengals, Eagles, Broncos, Texans, Jaguars, Ravens. Yeah, that's a tough game. Those are 6 tough games. And I got the Ravens. They're doing the Week 15-18 thing. I feel like that's just the norm this year. Yeah, I'll take the Jets. We'll see. Let's see what the Jets are going to do. Where are you? There you go. Okay, Jets, Titans, right off the bat. Robert Saleh, revenge game. It's going to be great. Then the Packers. Please lose. Please lose, Jets. And the Lions. Then the Bears. So, wow, they got the gauntlet of NFC North teams, 3 in a row. Then they got the Browns. Then the Pats. They got the Dolphins. The Dolphins, they might be able to win. Hold on, here's a question. Is this where do the Jets get an interception Week 1? Do they? Dr. Joe, we've seen the Vikings schedule. I haven't clicked on it yet. No, okay, thank you very much for the membership. Appreciate you. Do the Jets get an interception Week 1? Week 1. Appreciate you, Katie. Thank you very much. All right, so then Raiders. Oh, this is a crappy 3-game stretch. No primetime games for the Jets. Chiefs, Bills, Chargers. Good luck. Good luck. Week 13 bye. Come out of the bye, I gotta play the Broncos. And they get the Cardinals. This could be the tank bowl. If it's against the Packers, I'm gonna cry. And then Patriots, Vikings, Bills. Oof. That's a little bit of a tough stretch. Good defense they have to go up against here with the Vikings. We'll see what their offense looks like, but Pats and Bills is a tough way to end the season. That's not fun. That's not ideal. We didn't see Purple Satan. All right, so they open up against the Packers. Packers won't have Micah Parsons, so then they got the Bears. Then they got the Bucks. So this is a tough 3-game stretch for the Vikings. Again, the Vikings defense should still be really good. I just have no idea what their offense is going to look like. They have such a great supporting cast. We'll see what they look like in the run game, but I like Mason over there. So, yeah, I'll check out the Pats next. Vikings, Saints, and they have a Week 6 bye, so it's an early bye, too. And they have the Colts. Okay, Lions, Bills, Packers, then on the road in Mexico City, 49ers. That kind of sucks. That's a bit of a tough stretch there. Falcons, and they got the Pats after the Panthers, Lions, Jets, Bears. Yeah, this looks a little bit, again, it's just, they are so up in the air with their offense. I just don't know. Is it JJ or Kyler, and are either of them going to be able to operate that offense the way KOC wants to? So they have a couple tough stretches, but man, if their offense is anywhere as good as their defense. Big man, worst part of the Skate Chiefs schedules, first 3 games in that 6-game stretch, all on the road, including 2 Thursday games in a row. Yes, not fun. Not fun at all. Katie, I don't know, but I'm just glad I got a chance to die. It was fantastic. I was very happy with the Packers schedule release. We already did the Eagles one. All right, so here's the Patriots. So Pat's got reigning defending Super Bowl champs. This is a tough game, and it's on the road in Seattle. Okay, I think they'll be fine here. Jaguars could be an interesting game. Bills will be tough. Raiders, I think they'll be okay. We'll see what their defense looks like. And then they got the Jets. And they got the Bears. Okay, so it's a primetime game, but not crazy yet. They got the Dolphins again. It's a little bit of a tough one against NFC North teams because you got on against the Packers and then you're on the road in Munich. So that's tough. But you have a Week 11 bye. I like that for the Patriots. But then coming out of the bye, you got 2 tough games in which you got the Chargers and the Bills. Then you got the Vikings. Then you got the Chiefs. Okay. Jets. And then Broncos. I feel like they don't have an insane, 5 or 6 game stretch that's really tough. I think they're just going up against some really tough opponents that are broken up with teams that I think that they should be able to beat. So, yeah, they're going to be tested, man. I mean, no one's going to be saying anything about the schedule this year. So, yeah, no more love from the schedule maker here. Nay, nay, nay. All right, we looked at the Bears. We looked at them. I feel like we looked at the Jets. I feel like we didn't look at Tennessee. Oh, dude, yeah. We looked at the 49ers. I still think that the worst schedule right now that I've seen is probably the Cardinals. Yeah, we did the 49ers. Yeah, that's going to predict 10-7. I can see, again, I think just your opponents are a little bit tougher. Rodrigo to Fed! Boop for the kitty. Thanks again for your help. Couldn't go to Milwaukee, but I'm having a great time in Chicago. Only realized later I asked for help with jerseys without realizing it means saying brand name. Sorry about it. Oh, don't worry about it, Rodrigo. I'm glad you're having a good time in Chicago. It's a dope-ass city. I hope you are enjoying your trip, my friend. Hey, next time make it out to Milwaukee. It's a great city. It's a great time. So later, Tom, if you haven't ordered the Packers AEW Lucha mask, I'll give you mine during 30 and 30. I will wear it proudly. Big man! Boop. Thank you for 10 memberships. I appreciate the hell out of you. John, if I go to my first Packers game against the Falcons on my birthday, that'll be a good birthday present. That should be pretty damn good. Big Mike, Cowboys, please. I missed it, and I'm driving. I got you. All right, Jets, Titans. You have the Robert Saleh, then the Eagles. All right, then the Giants, Ravens again, Titans. Going against the Texans. That's a tough little stretch there. Colts, Browns. Okay. Bengals, Week 9 bye. Jaguars, Cowboys, Jaguars. All right, so they play the Jaguars twice in 3 weeks. Then they got the Commanders, Lions, Colts, Raiders, Steelers, Texans. I feel like it's not the worst. I feel like for the Titans, it's not the worst. They could be having a much harder schedule, but we just have to see what that offense looks like. Yeah, I saw that Chris Jericho. I heard that he was in the Vikings schedule release video. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey, sports. Listen, buddy. Just focus on the now. Focus on that graduating and make sure, be proud of those achievements. Let's go. Yeah, Cowboys, again, I don't think they open the season too bad. Having to go to Rio will be tough and against the Ravens. So this is the stretch that I think is really tough for the Cowboys. It's the Ravens, Texans, Buccaneers, Packers, Eagles. That's a tough 5-game stretch. Then they get the Cardinals, but that is tough. Then they got the Colts, 49ers, Titans, Eagles, Seahawks. That sucks for 2 games. Then they got a Week 14 bye. That's a late bye. But then they come out and it's Rams and Jaguars. So I feel like that 5-game stretch is the worst. And then they have a little bit of some problems after the bye week. But I mean, again, I think Dallas would be fine as long as their defense is better. I would imagine. Yeah, Raiders I didn't get a chance to look at yet. Raiders, I think they're one of the last teams. Raiders are another team, man. They're in a rebuild, so I'm not expecting a ton from their offense. If their offense can actually have a run game this year with Genty, they got some offensive linemen, which I think is going to help a lot. I did do Seattle, but the one that I'm really interested about is the defense. Because obviously with Max Crosby staying and with all the additions they had in free agency, yeah, I think we'll see. But Dolphins, okay. Then they got the Chargers, then the Saints. They could, if that defense is good, they can put down that offense maybe. Chiefs, we'll see if they catch Mahomes here. If they do, ouch. If they catch Mahomes, then it's Chiefs, freaking Patriots, Bills, Rams. That kind of sucks. That's not a whole lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, Commanders we talked about, Jim, they're just they're a toss-up team. They just got to be healthy. 49ers, Seahawks, Broncos. Ugh, that's a tough 3-game stretch too. Then they got Cleveland in the bye week. Then it's Chargers, Broncos, and they end against the Chiefs. Not not the easiest. That's a tough schedule. That's not easy. Catalyst with a fire. My 49ers play the Cowboys 2 days after my parents' 30th anniversary. Needless to say, we will be at that game. Hell yeah. And congrats to your parents, 30 years. Hell yeah. Let's rock. Let's rock and roll. Huge congratulations to them. We looked at them. We looked at the Chargers. Yeah, Chargers have that stretch, which is really tough. They're similar to the Cardinals in that. Yeah, I just did Cleveland. I feel like I did Washington, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, dude, this is a tough opening. Eagles, Cowboys, Seahawks. That's a tough 3-game stretch for the Commanders. They're going to get tested early. Then they got the Colts, Giants, 49ers. Then they got that bye week, week 7. Come out, go against the Eagles, Rams. Bleh. Okay, then Giants, and they got the Bengals. Okay, then this is not too bad. Texans, that'll be a tough game. Okay, yeah, Cowboys, Jaguars to end it. That'll be a little tough. That's a tough opening stretch. Yeah, that opener is not the fun. And then right after the bye week, because or right before. So 49ers, Eagles, Rams. That's a little bit. So now with a 5. Behind on the VOD, will the Cardinals move back to St. Louis after the season? They might have to. They might have to. Alex, you have some great schedule vids. Yeah, I'm excited to watch them. Michael, too, you're going to do a scripted schedule? Probably not, but I'm going to do at least one skit on the schedule. At least. I don't know if there's a team that I skipped. I think I did just about every team at this point. I did the Jets. I did this whole row. I'm pretty sure I did this whole row. Did I not do the Colts maybe? I don't think I maybe did the Colts or the Ravens maybe. Denver I did. Yeah, Colts, man, I just don't know. Is Daniel Jones going to be ready? If Daniel Jones is ready, God help him. These first 3 games, Ravens, well, actually, that's a lie. Chiefs, they might not have Mahomes. But Ravens and then Texans, that's not great. That's not ideal. Yeah, Rook, if the Browns have a quarterback, I don't think their schedule is too bad. Yeah, Daniel's like, I have a cough. I can't do it. All right, Commanders, Steelers, Titans. All right, it's not terrible. Vikings, okay. Again, I just don't know what their offense is going to look like. JT is probably going to be great, but... All right, Jaguars, Cowboys, interesting. They got the Texans again. A late bye in week 13. Take care, Yoshi. Then they got the Eagles after the bye. Titans, Bengals, Browns. It's not terrible. I don't hate the Colts. Again, maybe they surprise. It's just I don't know what their offense is going to look like. And we'll see how good their defense is going to be. Yeah. Like I said, 14-2-1 for the Colts. All right, let me look at the Ravens here. All right, so Colts, Saints, Cowboys. Okay. Titans, not bad. Falcons, not bad. Browns, not bad. Bengals will be interesting. Then they got the Bills and Jaguars, Chargers. That's a little bit of a tough stretch. Panthers, Texans will be tough. Then you have a late bye in week 13. Come out of the bye and it's the Buccaneers. Welcome back. Then Steelers, Browns, Bengals, Steelers. Wow, so wait a minute. After the bye, all their games except week 14 are against division rivals. Literally, AFC North on the road, at home, on the road, at home. Cody to Fire. Browns did a 90s style Street Fighter commercial for the schedule release video. It's totally tubular. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, we looked at the Bills. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think we looked at every single schedule. I still think just because of how they're supposed to be. Yes, Kevin, I got you. How they're supposed to be. You keep saying not terrible when the teams play the Steelers. I don't think you know that. No, I mean, like, I think they should be able to beat the Steelers. Like, it's not, the Steelers aren't like putting a ton of fear in my heart. Only fear in their own fan base's heart. I still think this is, dude, the Cardinals are probably not going to win any of these 3 games, right? Chargers, Seahawks, 49ers, brutal. Giants, we'll see how good the Giants are. But then Lions, Rams, Broncos, Cowboys, Seahawks, Rams, Chiefs. It's just 7 games of just, ow, just pain. Then, God forbid the Commanders are good. Then they got the Eagles. Then they got to buy. Then they get the Jets week 15 finally. They can win a few games back here. They can win a few games in the back half. It is possible. But man, does that schedule suck. That schedule does not look fun at all. Like, not even a little bit. So, yeah, that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a fun season. Hold on, real quick, before I skedaddle on out of here, appreciate y'all hanging out. I think I do have some... It should be just quick sound effects of me dying because that I recorded for the Packers schedule release video. Yeah, I'm going to put out a skit tomorrow as well. GPS will be a little bit early. We did do the Buccaneers. Let's see. Packers schedule release audio. Here we go. Okay, this is the offline audio. This is what I want. Okay, this is me recording lines. Let me download this to make this easier. Please hold. Your call is very important to us. Des with AFI. What's more embarrassing for a team in 2026? A loss to the Jets or a loss to the Cards? I feel like you got to ask me during the season, but it might be the Cards. It might be. It could be. All right, here are the death sounds. Yeah, it's just me rapidly recording. This is how we're going to do this. I'm going to turn this up. Hold on, let's see. You're one mother-loving ticket short. 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 Here you go. Here you go. Sword. Here you go. And there's your dagger. And there's your dagger. And there's your dagger. And there's your dagger. There's no escape. There's no escape. There's no escape. Ah! 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 Clay Matthews? Clay Matthews? Clay Matthews? So I recorded for them live on Zoom, and then I was like, well, I'll do this also offline as well. The one on Zoom is like 15 minutes long just because that would lasted our entire the conversation. But yeah, I don't know what death sound they use. I actually have to watch it because I only watched it this one time on here. So Clay Matthews? Clay, yes, Boto, I can happily send you that for your ringtone. Absolutely. Absolutely. You stole Wayne Larry line there. There's your dagger. This is what they told me to say, Gino. They told me to say it. So all respect to Wayne, of course. Legend. Absolute legend. Yeah, so I am going to, tomorrow we're going to do GPS a little bit early. I'm definitely going to put out a skit about the schedule. I might do a skit about the holidays, and then I might do a different one. I might have a schedule thing next week, and then I'm definitely going to have a Packers schedule prediction. Yeah, that'll be next week as well. Friday night Q&A tomorrow still. I'm trying to finalize the locations. So once that's done, also the Patriots closed the lighthouse from now until the end of FIFA. So I got to change around one of the incentives, unfortunately. But all that information will be, yeah, it was only 30 minutes early, JC. Yeah, so 10:30 Eastern is when it'll be. But yeah. But I appreciate you folks. It was really damn cool. Not only just be a part of the Packers schedule release video again, but just also to work with the folks behind Robot Chicken, which is a show that I loved growing up. It was really damn cool. It was really, really damn cool. Hold on one second. Tom, remember when I went to the hospital during the Millie charity stream, got word they wrote off my 5K bill? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go! Yeah, I know. Patriots, they literally shut it down like today, I think, until the end of the World Cup. So I have to wait to torque in that lighthouse. But one day. Oh, no. RIP time. RIP. All right, folks. I will see you tomorrow. Scuba Tour as a huge Halo fan, jealous of the Chargers vid. I am definitely going to go watch that right now because I just can't watch some of them on screen just because I know there's be copyright and all that great stuff. So, Tom, Ticketmaster Grossi. That is me. But thank you so much for watching, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack, go. And you're one mother-loving ticket short.